The events in this video are fictional as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously.
Impressive work, Commander. Our soldiers have to be feeling good after a mission like that.
So everybody got killed except for Noodle. Kind of unfortunate. Reynolds, yeah, I can't remember how many of these kills. I think he got at least 2. Actually, no, he probably got 3 kills on this mission. Larry got a kill, Snyder got 3 kills, Johnson got a kill, and Frank got 2 kills. And Frank is being told that he's not going to get promoted. Frank had run and gun. I'm assuming the game has automatically made him an assault. I did not want that game. I did not want... Oh, damn it. You'll see what the problem is in a second. Let's move on. Okay, so 8 sectoids. I blew up 2 with grenades. We've got a good bit of loot. Let's sell the junk. Okay, so why is it bad that Frank here automatically got promoted and I did not want him to be? Because I gave him run and gun as his first perk. The game turned randomly picked the assault infantry as his class, but because he had run and gun, the game automatically gave it to him. I don't know if the game is bugged out here. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't show his tree. It's now saying I can't pick the class because I have picked the class, but I didn't. And it's not going to show me the perk tree because I haven't picked the class, but the game did pick the class, but I didn't. I don't know. Oh, right, yeah. I have the mod that gives experience every day that passes. That soul is not fatigued or injured. So after 7 days, Frank here will get 1 point of experience and will level up, and we'll see what the hell is going on with his tree. Hopefully he didn't become an assault, because that means that really good assault perk, the run and gun perk, is completely wasted. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'll have to think about it and get back to you. Other than that, we have... How did it go for everybody else? So we've got Snyder, Lowry, Johnson, and Noodle. Reynolds? Where are you? There we go. Yeah, here we go. Reynolds. Okay. This fucking perk. But we've got Disabling Shot. And you can pick a pet next turn. What else we got? Rapid Reaction. Yeah, we've been through this a couple of missions ago. I think I was going to give him extra conditioning. I reconsidered because scouts can use marksman rifles, which means the Disabling Shot is very much a real option. Right now, Disabling Shot's going to be pretty rubbish. Reynolds doesn't have great aim, so forcing him to use a marksman rifle, or even using a shotgun and ignoring Disabling Shot perk for now, is a bit of a shame. But later in the game, when we start facing mechs, Disabling Shot is going to be huge. So, yeah, I've got to give you Disabling Shot. It's too strong a perk. So everybody else. Just realised no officer perks this round, which is really good, but still no pet perks. That's kind of a shame. Snyder, with your double tap and your 72 aim. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what else to say. His aim is maxed out. He's got double shot. He's got double tap. The only other class I'd consider would be an infantry, but as I said, double tap bugs out with light 'em up. Assault needs to move to be useful, so does a scout. Grenadiers typically don't have good health and good accuracy. Medics maybe, but it's a waste of double tap. Rocketeers, I don't think it works with rockets. If you fire a shot, I don't think you fire a rocket afterwards, not to mention be a low accuracy rocket. Double tap and gunners might be good, but with such high accuracy, it's a waste. Not to mention he's got minimum health. Yeah, it's sniper. Let's not kid ourselves. There you go, you're a sniper. And another sniper who has got Pet Master as his second perk, but is it up against Disabling Shot? Alright, let's just ignore the officer perks. I'm not going to make him into an officer no matter how many perks there are here. So let's have a look. We've got Disabling Shot up against Pet Master. I don't know what it's going to be. Pet Master is just a multi-purpose perk. It's really going to depend on what pet gets picked. I have no idea what that might be. Disabling shot is probably where it's going to be. I've already got 2 snipers that are definitely going to have pets, or very likely going to have pets, so it's probably going to be disabling shot. Damage control, nope. Stay frosty, no. Low profile. Well, crap. That's definitely a no. That is pointless, because he's not going to be an officer. How many other officer perks has he got, damn it? That's his 3rd officer perk. Okay, yeah, he's got 3 officer perks. So yeah, I think it's just going to be low profile. It's rubbish. Maybe I'll give him a marksman rifle. So the early game, he can stay close. And he can move and shoot at the same time. I don't know. Other than that, another officer perk. Combat drugs. What the hell, game? And platform stability. Shots taken for cosmic action give +10 aim and +10 crit chance. I should be grateful this isn't the Rocketeer version of this perk, because the Rocketeer version gets platform stability, and I can't remember the other version of this, which only applies to the rocket. This at least applies to the weapon, and as a sniper, it's good. It is, so I can't really complain about that. Other than that, we've got hyperactive pupils, rubbish, kind of. Rapid fire, not bad against mech later on, but yeah, we've got run and gun on a sniper, so it will completely negate the move penalty, not to mention he'll actually be able to run and gun with a sniper. Then we've got precision shot, awesome, or collateral damage. Don't know if collateral damage works at sniper range, I'll have to give it a try. I have no idea. I probably still won't take over precision shot, I very rarely take precision shot. And other than that, we've got field medic, 1 free medkit, jumpy legs, or lone wolf. As boring as it is, oh man, I don't know. It's the last perk as well on the tree. Maybe lone wolf. At least that way you can almost always make use of it. But jumpy legs will give him +20 accuracy when he gains elevation, as opposed to 10. I don't know. Give me one of those 2. Who's next? We have got Johnson, 70 aim. What did you have, by the way? You had mayhem, but you had bad mobility. Damn it, I really didn't want to make another sniper. I've already got 3 snipers, I can't pour all the perks that are seemingly good for snipers into just snipers. Mayhem would have been really good for the sniper, but I think in the end double tap's better. Minimum health, pretty much minimum mobility. I'm thinking either Rocketeer or Gunner. It's got to be Rocketeer or Gunner. He's got good accuracy, so I would be thinking a Rocketeer. I've already got 2 good Gunners. Danger Zone increases the area effect of the rocket explosion, doesn't it? So Mayhem increases its damage. So yeah, you know what? Be a Rocketeer. You've got good accuracy, rubbish health, and rubbish mobility. Sure, I'll just have to make sure I give you an SMG. I don't always like giving Rocketeers SMGs. I think it makes them a lot less useful later on when they run out of rockets. So yeah, I think it's got to be a rocket with Mayhem. So, aggression, pointless. More officer perks. How many officer perks we got? 2 officer perks. 3 officer perks. 3 officer perks. 3 officer perks. Okay, your will's actually pretty good. What are your perks? Increase will for different nationalities. So others may live. Oh wow, this perk. +1 aim, +1 will for completing a mission under the officer's command without any injuries. It's up against Packmaster, which is good for the Rocketeer. Looks like he does get shredder ammo anyway. But this perk is actually really good. Really, really good. It permanently increases soldiers' aim and will up to a maximum of 8 for every mission they go on him with. Or go with him on. And +2 aim for every continent bonus. Not bad as well. Hyperactive pupils. Isn't that great for a Rocketeer, especially seeing as he'll have an SMG and Executioner? Yeah, so Soldiers May Live is up against Packmaster, which is undeniably good for a Rocketeer. And the +1 Will is up against Aggression, pointless for a Rocketeer. And Jumpy Legs, it's always handy, sure, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be +1 Will for every different nationality for the whole squad. +1 Aim and +1 Will for every soldier complete for him and every soldier complete the mission without any injuries. Up to 8, and +2 Aim for every continent bonus XCOM has. So what else are we up against? Or what else we got? Another pet. Mind Merge. Adrenaline Surge. Not getting Adrenaline Surge doesn't really apply to rockets. I don't know pet or Mind Merge. I really don't know. I don't know how effective Mind Merge is going to affect him being an officer. Not a clue. Then you've got Increased Healing for you. Outstanding. So good. Moving on. Adrenal Neurosympathy. Gives bonuses to all soldiers around him for every kill he gets. I'm going to have to experiment with this and see if it works with the rocket launcher. Because if it does, this is really good. Because the only other alternative is Suppression, which you might think is, you know, good under any condition. Yeah, he's going to have an SMG because he's got 11 mobility. So that'll be 1 suppression and then nothing. Then he'll have to reload, not even a shot. So yeah, maybe Adrenal Neurosympathy if it applies with the rockets. I'll have to try that out. Then Some Others May Live. Although Packmaster's a really good perk for the Rocketeer, Some Others May Live is just so much better. Science Inspiration, awesome. Fire in the Hole, okay. At that point it's actually pretty rubbish. And Shredder Ammo. I would usually go for Science Inspiration if it was much earlier on, because having Science Inspiration early can save a mission. But at this point, being this late at Gunnery Sergeant, probably going to give him Shredder Ammo. And then Band of Warriors. So it's going to be +1 Will for every different nationality in the squad, either Pet or Mind Merge. Then Adrenal Neurosympathy, giving perks or increasing stats for the soldiers around him after this soldier gets a kill. I wish I could give him Suppression, but I don't think it's an option with him. I definitely carry an SMG. Then Some Others May Live, because it is such an amazing perk. Then Shredder Ammo, because I think by this point, I definitely won't have Psy, sure, true, but people are going to be much less likely to panic by the time he gets to Gunnery Sergeant. And then Band of Warriors, just to increase everybody's aim on top of that. I don't believe any of these perks apply to the squad having to be nearby. So Johnson's done. So Johnson and Snyder are done, so it leaves Lowry and Noodle. Who was it that has... Right, it was... No, was it Noodle? Frank, here we go. Oh, yeah, that is weird. It didn't actually give him his perk. It didn't give him his class. Yeah, you're the one that's got a coloured outfit. Yeah, that is weird for Frank. I really hope the game doesn't bug out on that. That'd be a real shame. That means Frank won't be able to level up, but I don't know, I'll sort something out with that. So yeah, Frank was one with the coloured outfit, so Lowry and Noodle. Both have bad accuracy. Both have average will. Both have decent mobility, or even good mobility, and both have actually below average health and average health. So, Noodle, how many Grenadiers have we got? 2. With Scouts we got 2. That's really what I'm thinking about, actually, just Grenadiers and Scouts. You could be an Assault with that amount of mobility. What perk did you have? Executioner. So, as a Grenadier, you're not going to make any use of that. As a Scout, you might. And as an Assault, maybe you will. Maybe. I don't know. And Lowry, you had Close Combat Specialist. Maybe an Assault and a Scout. Or in fact, maybe the other way around. Maybe an Assault and a Scout. Because Noodle may end up being a Marksman Rifle Scout, and he'll make better use of his Executioner. whereas Lowry can use the close combat specialist pretty much, I mean, just like a normal assault does. Okay, so Lowry, you're going to be an assault. Yeah, and you get close combat specialist, so it's pretty much what assaults do. What do you get then? Paramedic, boring. Ready for anything interesting on an assault? No, I don't think that's gonna work. Concealment. Oh, thank God! Finally, yes, we have a concealment soldier. Okay, yeah, that's not a choice. Let's move on. Executioner. Your counterpart at the Executioner. And field. What? You're not a medic. Give it up. It's not going to happen. Oh man, I plus 10 aim, plus 10 crit on any enemy that is below 50% health, or plus 10 aim on any shot that after it misses. I don't know. Again, Phil, you're not a medic. Did you want to be a medic? You've got CCS, you've got run and gun, and you're definitely going to get concealment. Why would you want to be a medic? Anyway, okay, so I don't know between Executioner and Hyperactive Pupils. Other than that, Petmaster and Aggression. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be Field Surgeon. Petmaster and Aggression. I don't know. What other multiple shot perks do you get? Close Encounters. That's good. Danger Zone. That's not relevant. Officer perk, not relevant. Packmaster. Well, let's hope your health increases a lot, because I don't think I'll be taking ceramic plated on you. You need to just stack consumable items, because I think you're going to be having Packmaster. Yeah, Danger Zone doesn't apply to him, and you're not going to be an officer. Then Close Encounters, Mind Fray, and Psy Panic. Ah. Apparently you want to be a Psy Soldier as well. Probably Close Encounters. This is really a bog standard assault. You've got run and gun, CCS, and Close Encounters. Sure, you'll have concealment as well on top of that, but yeah, you're an assault through and through. Then what have we got? Damn Good Ground, Resilience, and Jet Boots, which is an inferior version of Jumpy Legs. Basically, you activate it. Basically, you get Jumpy Legs every other turn once it's been activated. So you activate it, then you've got 1 turn cooldown, then you can activate it again after that, and for that turn, you have Jumpy Legs. So, Concealment, hell yes, not even considering the other two. Executioner or Hyperactive Pupils, I have no idea. I don't even know. I'm not a I don't know. Executioner can, with Close Encounters, Executioner can apply twice with the 2 shots if they're both on less than half health, whereas Hyperactive Pupils, once he misses, he'll have plus 10% regardless for the next shot. So I don't know about that. Then we got Petmaster and Aggression. Again, I don't know. Aggression's pretty good for assaults. It means with their shotgun flanking, normally they'd have 70% chance to crit. Yeah, Aggression. Soldiers will get plus 50 chance to crit when the enemy is exposed or flanked. Shotgun will increase that by 20 to 70%. Aggression will, as standard, increase it by 10. Because whenever you're shooting, you can see one enemy because you're shooting. So you'll have 80% chance to crit on any flanking shot against an organic target. So I don't know. This will apply twice as well with Close Encounters, but I don't know. Petmaster, again, it really depends. It can be a rubbish pet like a sectoid, or even a drone, to be honest, because drones can't repair anymore. Or it can be something really awesome like a chrysalid or a seeker. I don't know. Maybe I'll just roll pot luck and try Petmaster. Other than that, yeah, these two are pointless. Danger Zone and +5 or +5 defense. It's going to be Packmaster, and it's going to be whatever items he's carrying, like Flashbang or HE grenades. Then Close Encounters, absolutely guaranteed, definitely going to be that. And then I'm going to ignore Resilience and go for Jet Boots, an inferior version of Jumpy Legs. Probably. I could give him Jumpy Legs as a gene mod, but in all of my other campaigns I've just basically ignored gene mods because spend so much time doing them, and it's just for individual soldiers. It's not like a mech where a mech changes up. A mech is a particular element of the squad. Having a single gene mod doesn't change that soldier's role. So probably jet boots just to take advantage of close encounters. So yeah, Larry, that's you done. Noodle, you're going to be the scout with Executioner. How many scouts have got? 2. What do I only have 1 of? No one. Okay, so you are going to be a scout. You got good mobility, not great health, and scouts don't actually get very good health as they increase. Do I want to reconsider that? You've got such good mobility though. Yeah, you've got to be a scout. Execution doesn't apply to rockets. You've got too low a health to be a gunner to pin someone in place and expect to survive retaliation fire. You could be a grenadier, but execution doesn't apply to you. Not going for a medic. You've got too low health to be a frontline fighter and be an infantry. And you've got too low health to be an assault as well. Where assaults, I typically leave them just in low cover. Yeah, I think you're going to be a marksman rifle scout once you level up your aim a little bit. Scout it is. So what have we got? Expedition. Okay, well, that's your health right there. What's it up against? Ranger and Flush. Okay, never mind, you're not getting Expedition. Yeah, it's probably going to be Flush. Maybe Ranger. I know he's got low health, but with a marksman rifle, I'd prefer to keep him back and make use of Executioner, and then just dash him forward whenever he needs to burn Overwatch, or just run him from side to side from full cover to full cover, because he's got good mobility just to burn the Overwatch. So maybe Flush. I prefer to take an ability over a passive stat increase, because Ranger's +1 damage for primary weapons and with pistols, and removes the aim penalty with the pistol. Field Surgeon, nope. Adrenaline Surge, probably not. Hyperactive Pupils, what the hell? This is rubbish. Okay. Reduce or eliminate recovery time. I mean, it's okay if it was free. Adrenaline Surge, +10 aim, +10 crit if he is hit. I don't want him to be hit at all. His health is too low. I'm going to get a concealment suit for him as soon as I possibly can. He is not going to be hit. He's not. As soon as his aim is good enough. Actually, aim just jumped quite high, +5 I think from that level up. As soon as aim reaches about 75, I'm going to give him a marksman rifle. So he's going to be at the back. Yeah, it's not going to be Adrenaline Surge. Hyperactive Pupils. I mean, I guess it's going to be this. +10 aim after a shot misses, or any injury a soldier receives is reduced by 1 at the end of the mission. I don't know. Maybe Hyperactive Pupils. Then we got Deadeye and Pet. Danger Zone's relevant. Deadeye's pretty good. Pretty good, I can't lie. Pets are just so much fun. I still haven't got a pet, damn it. I haven't got one. Probably a pet. Then we've got Vital Point Targeting, Mind Fray, and Repair. Not Repair. Mind Fray, your will is pretty good. 32 is not bad for a Lance Corporal. Vital Point Targeting, +2 damage. Probably Vital Point Targeting because I see Light 'em Up. And I also see Rapid Fire. So probably Vital Point Targeting because you can deal +2 damage with the first shot of Light 'em Up, and then Rapid Fire and deal +2 damage with both those shots. Which is, I mean, that's just 6 damage right there. So probably Vital Point Targeting. It's not going to apply particularly well until a bit later in the game, but at least be handy against Exalt. So Will to Survive, yeah, sorry, no. Saviour, +2 free medkits. Against Light 'em Up, I have to take as many double shot perks as I can get. Of course, they're not guaranteed because the perk trees are all messed up. But I can't rely on, say, an assault getting close encounters and a scout getting hit and run as in vanilla Longbow. So I have to take as many double hit perks as I can get. So Light 'em Up and then Rapid Fire, ignoring neural feedback and suppression. That's you done, Noodle. And in 7 days, we will find out what the hell's going on with you, Frank. Once your experience ticks over 1. Wow, a lot of people's experience is going to tick over just that 1. Well, I'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, we've sold that messed up computer and the other piece of crap we got off that scout. Let's see how things go. Let's see how things go. So we got the shotgun, sort of shotguns, motion trackers. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Shen, I will get back to you in another episode. Don't worry. So we've got a lot of people coming back online. You f***ing traitors!
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum.
Leave then!
Additional uplink required.
No one f***ing liked you. Well, at least it wasn't in my own continent. That's quite good. What do they give? Plus 15 reduction in ranks required to unlock. No one cares about that. Okay, good. So I missed out on a rubbish perk, so that's fine. Who are... Okay, yeah, you have now got that 1 extra experience to get a pet. We can get a pet now. We can get a pet. Wilson, you may be the first person to get a pet. I'm not going to pick that now, because then I'll have to explain the whole pet system. I'll do that in the next episode. Yeah, as every episode goes, and I use more and more non-rookies, the post-mission sorting out the perks and talking about them and how it's going to go will become shorter and shorter. So it will eventually go back to the 1 video per mission style that is more typical.
Excavation complete.
So yeah, we are here, and yeah, I don't really know what to get here. Kind of want to reach down to the next floor and get that steam vent. Let's keep going. Give me that motion tracker. Okay, so now we've got 2 motion trackers. 2 days the access lift will be done, and in 5 days 2 shifts will be done. Let's keep going.
Access lift operational.
Okay. Keep digging, Shen. Don't stop. I believe. No, you can't use meld. I mean, what did he just, like, stick bottles on like a little helmet and just drink the meld as he's drilling? No, you can't use my meld. Speaking of my meld, yeah, I must have got 8 from a previous mission, and shut up, stop talking. So yeah, that's 20 meld. It's a nice 80 bucks. That is really, really nice. Makes getting the meld nice and worthwhile. Just sell it to whatever country wants it. They can do whatever. Not bothered, as long as they don't give it back to the aliens.
We've got a large contact and it's coming in fast. We're going to have a difficult time keeping up with this one.
Please don't land. Okay, land, but be an abduction. Please don't just sit your butt down on the floor and expect me to raid your ship. Please don't do that. Beagle, can you find out what the hell this guy's doing?
Bangs out.
Okay, so oh god, it's a troop transport. It's not a harvester. Oh no, it's not going to be an abduct. Oh god, let's find out. It's going to be a landed transport, isn't it? It's going to be a landed transport, isn't it?
Contact.
Oh no, it's a landed transport. Beagle, why didn't you shoot it down? Oh, this isn't going to end well. Guys, I've got a really cool mission. Who wants to prove how good they are? No one? I mean, I know that... Actually, wow, a lot of people did upgrade. I know everyone bar a single person, bar Reynolds here, has only gone on 1 mission. But who feels like taking on about 35 to 45 aliens in a moderately sized map, facing aliens that you probably haven't even dreamed of yet, that we're not even going to face until next month. And at the end, in the final room, assuming we make it to the final room, and assuming we don't trigger early, because then we're definitely going to die, who wants to fight 6 outsiders? Show of hands. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so... Oh, man, no. I was just thinking, this pet perk, I was going to wait until I'd encountered Thin Men, Seekers, and Floaters, so whatever pet I get will be of a higher rank. Well, not a higher rank, it would be, instead of just being either Sectoid or a Drone, it can be Sectoid, Drone, Floater, Thin Man, or Seeker, with the likelihood being of the prior, not the latter. But if I were to take a sniper, any sniper that has Petmaster perk, which I believe, to be honest, is actually all of them. Why do you all have Petmaster as your first perk? Yeah, then it's only going to be either a drone or a sectoid that you guys are going to get. That's kind of sad. Okay, so Frank, let's find... Has it been a week already? Okay, let's find out what the hell's going on with you. No? Can I not? Ooh. Okay. Well, the good news is Frank is in fact leveling up. Bad news is his perk tree is entirely broken. So at least the soldier's not broken. Well, Frank, at least you're not entirely bugged. We've got to think of the positives, and you're not entirely bugged. I've got nothing else, sorry. So, alright, Norwal. Yes, you're definitely going to come. You've got telekinetic field. We can do this. You've got telekinetic field. Oh, right. You've got body shield or resilience. That's shit. So, yeah, it's body... sorry, yeah, body shield, so you wouldn't be targeted. Here is your body shield, and there is your telekinesis. I'll have to remember when you get down to Tech Sergeant to give you either holo targeting or sapper, probably holo targeting. You get a double shot perk later on, don't you? Hit and run. Master Sergeant. God, this isn't going to go well. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to end it here and think about it.
Contact detected.
God, it had to be a f***ing troop transport, didn't it? At this point, I'm going to show the picture of what the ship looked like when I was sent Beagle up to have a look at it. Basically, you see that single spine on the back of the ship. That means it's the second tier of large UFO class. Being a troop transport, it's, if for no other reason, they have 6 outsiders at the end instead of 4, which can be found on abductors. Not to mention, I found typically these maps are narrower, whereas maps that have the landed abductors can actually be quite wide and a lot of room to maneuver around. I don't know why. The ships are generally the same size. But yeah, the abductors, you can tell it's an abductor or a resource gathering ship. I can't remember what it's called. Abductor or a harvester. If it has the 5 spines on it, I'll have a picture here. Transports only have 1 spine at the back in the centre. Abductors have 5 in the corners and 1 in the centre. So this is a troop transport. It is heavy vegetation. I will check that out. That's the one with really jagged cover all over the place. And I remember at one point there's even cover where if you cross it you can't come back without looping round. I honestly don't prefer. I don't know if I prefer this one or the other one that's in the desert. God, this mission's gonna be terrible.
Detected.
Yes, yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it. There's no point in pushing this episode any longer. Does anybody want to go on the truth transport? Anyone? Anyone? Guys, come on. You'll get a medal. I'm serious. You will in fact get a medal if you survive this. Come on. Who wants the taking command medal? Come on. Raise your hands. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, so I'm going to quickly just run through the list of medals I have written out that soldiers can potentially get. Some of these are a little bit arbitrary, like the first alien killed, which has already gone to Owen Wilson. Others are, you know, can be handed out multiple times, either to the same soldier or different soldiers, like hitting a 10% shot or less. So let's go through them quickly. Welcome to Earth, obviously has already gone to Owen Wilson for killing the first alien. Diplomatic immunity for the first to befriend an alien, basically the first to get the Pet Master perk. May also be Owen Wilson, I'm not sure. Or one of the other 3 snipers that have all got Pet Master perk on their second tier of being a sniper. Have all the fun. Kill more than double the aliens, more than anyone else. Or kill over half the aliens on a mission, whichever one applies. So for example, if there are, I don't know, 10 aliens on a map and everybody kills 1 except for 1 soldier, and that soldier kills 3, technically that would apply, that he killed more than double anybody else. Or if there are 10 aliens on a map and 1 soldier kills 6 of them, the other one kills 4, and the rest don't kill any, again that would apply. What the odds? Hit a 10% shot or less. Why 10%? Because, I mean, who the hell takes 10% shots, really? So that's why it's relatively high. And what the odds, again, but instead of a question, an exclamation mark, ... miss a 96% shot or higher. Why not 95? Because 95s miss surprisingly often. Especially seeing as you generally take any shot over 90. So it's got to be 96 or above. 96 or above is, I mean, yeah, 96, 97, 98, 99, and technically 100, because that can apparently miss. So it is still that last 5%. Yeah, I still think a lot more people are going to get this than missing hitting a 10% shot or less. It's all gravy. Get 10 kills in a row. That's consecutive through missions, and it applies with every offensive action. If every offensive action the soldier has done for 10 actions in a row has resulted in a kill through missions, so if at the end of one mission he shot and threw grenades 4 times in a row, every single one hit, killing an alien, then on the next mission he shoots and throws grenades 6 more times and it kills aliens every single time, then he'll get this award. Complete opposite, of course, only applying to shooting, not grenades, is 10 misses in a row. Again, that applies consecutively through missions, so yeah. If he misses 4 shots in a row at the end of one mission, 6 shots in a row at the beginning of the next, then they'll get this perk. Needs of the many, yeah, as geeky as this is, sure, I don't care. I thought it was quite cool naming these 2 perks like this. It's going to seem a little bit confusing at first, let me explain. Needs of the many and outweigh the needs of the few. So, basically, what's going to happen when a soldier risks their life or sacrifices their life for another? First one being the needs of the many. This one is if a soldier risks themselves to save another soldier from typically bleeding out. I can't really think of any other situation when that's not the case. Maybe if a soldier is exposed and I give another soldier as bait, that would apply as well. If that soldier that I'm risking has a 30% chance to die, either because of the number of enemies that are active, or because they have reduced health, or because the enemy that's active is particularly dangerous, I'll have to weigh up who this will apply to. I'll probably do it at the end of the mission during post-mission editing, and I'll decide who would get this perk under what conditions. Outweigh the needs of the few is a bit simpler. Basically, if someone's in danger and I basically sacrifice somebody else. This doesn't necessarily mean that they die, but what it does mean is that I thought they had 0 chance of surviving. Of course, it's possible every single enemy on the screen has run out of ammo and doesn't shoot, or all of the shots miss and the soldier survives, but the point is, when I perform an action that is sacrificing a soldier for the sake of saving another, then they'll get this perk whether they live or die. The greater of 2 evils, having a soldier's pet cause a zombie apocalypse by turning 10 or more enemies in one mission. You guys have seen how this one will play out in the previous mission, at the end of the previous mission, when I showed the kind of Exalt mission featurette of how I would like that Exalt missions to go. Every single Exalt mission. Bear in mind that Exalt does sometimes show up on normal missions, which, I mean, I really want somebody to get a zombie or a chrysalid so badly. Acceptable risk. Indirectly kill a squad mate. Now that is either having a rocket fly off course and blowing up their cover, or having a suppression shot, or even just a heavy weapon fire destroying cover. That would be acceptable risk, where a soldier indirectly killed another soldier by destroying their cover. For example, danger close would be a soldier outright killing another soldier, most likely with a rocket, possibly by blowing up explosive cover accidentally without realizing it. Yeah, that would be danger close, like directly killing another soldier. The last laugh. Now this is incredibly unlikely, but I've seen it happen. Be killed by an alien as it dies. The only aliens that can accomplish this is Mechtoid, Cyberdisc, or Sectopoid. Cyberdisc and Sectopoid explode when they die. Mechtoid, when it dies, it falls over and destroys any cover it's on. And if it's explosive cover, then explosive damage. So if a soldier kills an alien and that alien kills that soldier in return, or even if just the alien kills a soldier when it's dying, the soldier will get this get this medal. Obviously, this would only apply posthumously, but oh well. Stuff heroes are made of. Panic for 6 turns in a mission. Doesn't have to be consecutive. Doesn't apply through missions either, because then inevitably every soldier will get this. So yeah, it's just basically panic for 6 turns in a mission. Insignificant odds. Get hit by a 1% shot. Now that we can see, thanks Long War, perfect information. I think it's the second wave option that they added. Thanks guys, I love being able to see the odds of the enemy hitting. I know it makes no difference to the result, because, you know, being hit by a 1% shot, or the soldier missing, or the alien missing a 99% shot hitting your when it's aiming at your soldier, it makes no difference in the end to what the results are, either missed or hit. But I really like to see what the odds are. So yeah, insignificant odds is when a soldier gets hit by a 1% shot, likely from Overwatch, or maybe when they're hunkered down in cover, or if an alien's like flashbanged or something like that, I don't know. Not a scratch. Take 0 damage from a successful attack. I don't know if this applies to mechs yet, because obviously tanking mechs will, I mean, they're just going to get this medal over and over and over and over again. So I don't know yet. Maybe it'll just apply to soldiers, I haven't decided. Think we're going to need a bigger gun. Deal 0 damage with a successful primary attack, as in not a pistol. Or a grenade, for that matter. Yeah, this one's pretty self-explanatory. The opposite of not a scratch, being that the soldier will be dealing the damage instead of taking it, but it has to be 0 either way. Paid sick leave, survive a critical wound. So far, no one's got this yet. I can imagine, considering the mission we're about to go on, that might change. A flash before your eyes. When a soldier survived an alien taking a fatal exposed shot on them. So if an alien runs up and takes a flank shot that would otherwise kill them, then they'll get this perk. Yeah, that's about it. I'll have to decide when this will apply, but yeah. Then Shitstorm. Soldier or squad receives over half their total damage in health. So if a squad, I mean, pretty self-explanatory, if a squad has a total of 20 health and they take 11 damage or more, then the squad will get this perk. And likewise, total Shitstorm, as opposed to Shitstorm, is squad receives their total health in damage. This is more likely going to be on a squad wipe, but not necessarily if I have a lot of medkits or regenerating perks. Yeah, if a squad has 20 health, they receive 21 either through soldiers dying or repeated healing and damage taking, then they'll get this perk. Lone Survivor is only for squad wipes. That's when, yeah, being the last soldier that survives on a mission is going to get Lone Survivor. Ain't got time to bleed, kind of like the Shitstorm perk, but only applies to a specific soldier, or to a single soldier. Take over 1.5 times the soldier's total health in damage. So yeah, if a soldier has 8 health and takes 12 damage, obviously he'd have to be healed for that, then he'll get this medal. Clusterfuck. is when a single soldier triggers, and this will apply to only that soldier, triggers 3 pods in 1 turn. Yeah, that explains itself. Dance of Death. When the squad as a whole triggers 6 pods, 1 or more a turn. 1 pod every single turn gets triggered, or 3 pods in 1 turn, then 2 pods the next turn and 1 pod the next turn, so on and so on. Yeah, if 6 pods get triggered within the space of 6 turns, 1 a turn, then the squad will get Dance of Death medal. Own weapons against them. Cause an enemy to kill or poison themselves or an ally. Yeah, again, this one's going to be very subjective. I'll have to decide when it applies. For example, if a soldier kills a thin man and the thin man falls back and poisons a sectoid, then it'll apply. If a mechtoid dies, exploded, falling back and blown up a car, killing a sectoid, then that'll apply as well. You know, it's going to apply to a lot of different scenarios. I'll just have to decide when, basically. Train Day, kill 5 enemies in 1 turn. Pretty self-explanatory. Bear in mind it says 1 turn, not 1 action. So, in the zone as well. Worst Nightmare, kill 100 enemies. Yep, basic, completely understandable. Don't need to be explained. Getting everyone home safely, lead 10 no damage missions. This also means not taking any armor damage, because as the game progresses, armor's going to be greater and greater, and tanking units, yeah, they're going to have to not take any damage for the officer to get this. Yeah, of course, it'll only apply to the officer, but for the officer to get this medal. Best of the best. First full Master Sergeant squad. Going to be that. The A-Team. This is the first full Master Sergeant squad that have gone on 6 missions together. So this one's going to take a while, but I'm going to be pretty strict about this. The first 6 Master Sergeants, sorry, the first 8 Master Sergeants, because it will be 8 at that point, that have gone on 6 missions together, get this, all of them. They'll all get this medal. Then Would You Kindly, the first to be mind controlled. Turncoat, a soldier that gets mind controlled 3 times. Of course, this isn't consecutive. This is over the course of the game. Keep Your Friends Close is mind controlling an enemy. Keep your enemies closer. This is mind controlling an enemy 5 times. I might increase this because once somebody becomes capable of mind control, it doesn't become that difficult to do if you build that soldier in that way. If you give them like Psi Shield and will perks and things, or not will perks, will bonus and things like that. I'm Batman, first to grapple. I wish grapple was a perk I could add in the perk tree. It's not, I tried. I'm Iron Man, first to fly. Again, I wish flying was something I could add in the perk tree, but it's not. And likewise Cloak, first to cloak, right behind you. Then Eye of the Tiger, first to punch an enemy. Then the 1-2 punch, kill 2 enemies with 2 punches in 1 turn. That one's probably going to go to quite a lot of soldiers, or a lot of mechs, but yeah. What you can do. Heads up, this one's going to be a lot more difficult. Kill 2 enemies with 1 punch without it being mind merged. So you have to punch 1 enemy into the cover of another with the cover being explosive and it killing that second enemy. It's getting too hot. First to flame an enemy using the flamethrower, obviously. Well done. Flame 8 enemies in 1 go. This one's going to take a while, but considering once you get the flamethrower, you just burn through the fuel. Get it? You burn through the fuel. Yeah, okay. Short circuit. First, oh sorry, not first. Just EMP 3 heavy mechs in 1 go. Of course, this doesn't apply to drones or seekers. Only sectopods, cyber discs, and sectoids. So yeah, 3 heavy mechs have to be in range of the EMP for a mech to get this medal. Evolution leaping forward. First to get Gmod. Doesn't apply to the random perks though, because otherwise people would already have this. It only applies when somebody actually gets gene modded, not gets a Gmod perk. No Longer Human, first to be fully Gene modded. Makes me wonder actually, what's going to happen if a soldier already has a Gene mod as a perk? I guess that means they already have it in the Gene lab? Anyway, So Many Voices, first to be Psi. Again, this only applies when somebody actually completes Psi training, not when they get it as a perk, because again, we'd already have that. Unlimited Power, first to complete their full training, first to level up completely from Psi. Dead Man Walking, returned as a zombie, doesn't need to be explained. No accessible losses, no civilians killed. I don't think this is going to happen. I can't imagine this ever happening. But it's feasible. I think maybe I did it once in vanilla. I haven't got anywhere near in Long War. Anyway, Dawn of the Dead, first to kill a zombie. Again, a bit of an arbitrary one. Red on your ledger. Soldier killed a civilian. This isn't going to apply to a zombie, obviously, if the civilian turns into a zombie. This is probably only going to apply to Rocketeers. Or, I mean, even to anybody that throws a grenade thinking that the civilian is an acceptable loss. To be honest, let's not kid ourselves, we've all done that at some point with grenades and flamethrowers. Grey Hat, first capture a drone. That doesn't mean as a pet, by the way. Actually use a arc thrower to capture a drone. Blue Screen of Death, first EMP. Again, this probably should be further up. What needs to be done? First to kill another human. Meaning Zolt. Secret Agent Man, first be a successful operative. One with the enemy, be successful operative 6 times. Of course, doesn't apply when they retreat without completing the mission. 4 Horsemen. This one's an odd one. Win a voluntary 4-man mission. This does not mean an Exalt extraction mission. In pretty much every single Long War campaign, it gets to a point where my fatigue is getting out of control and I have to bring 4 soldiers on a mission. 4 is my limit of what I will resign myself to. But yeah, in every single one of my campaigns, I ended up bringing 4 soldiers on a mission. If they then complete the mission, then they get this medal. Simple enough. Drive-by. A squad completes a mission in less than 5 turns. I think I might change that to 5 turns or less. Squad completes a mission in 5 turns or less. So yeah, it includes that first turn, or the last turn. War of Attrition. Squad completes a mission in over 4 hours. If it gets to this point, you guys are not going to see it as its whole 4 hours. I'll quite likely do a lot of cutting. It probably will be 4 hours because of the amount of time I'll stop and be thinking. But nonetheless, this will apply. It will just be cut a lot. Probably be a large landed ship. Not unlike the one we have already. God, we might already have this one actually. This perk, this medal. I'll have to see how the next mission goes. It might also be base assaults, maybe. I'm not sure. Base assaults aren't as difficult as large landed ships. The right to remain silent. First, capture an alien. Bad boys. Capture 10 aliens. The bigger they come, help kill a sectopod. Any soldier that did damage to the sectopod, the first sectopod that gets killed gets that medal. Harder they fall, again, likewise with the sectopod medal. Any soldier that did damage to the ethereal will get that medal. Can't think your way out of this one. Capture an ethereal. Pretty self-explanatory. Wanted Orange got Lemon Line. First to be mech. Dead or Alive. First to Master Sergeant mech. I know there are different classes of mech, but I'm not going to have a different medal for each class of mech because I'm not going to get every single class. It's just not going to happen. Force of Nature. First Scout to be Master Sergeant. Listen Up Maggots. First Rocketeer to be Master Sergeant. If I Were a Bad Demo Man. First Engineer to be Master Sergeant. You guys might recognise these quotes. Cry Some More. First Gunner to be Master Sergeant. How I Lost My Medical License. First Medic to be Master Sergeant. Professionals Have Standards. First Sniper to be Master Sergeant. And then I've run out of quotes. Accuracy by Volume. First Infantry to be Master Sergeant. And at the Speed of Death. First Assault to be Master Sergeant. Colours in Stripes. First Full Officer. Fully upgraded. Always the Red Wire. First squad to complete the first bomb mission, or squad to complete the first bomb mission. Counter-terrorist win. Squad that completes the first terror mission. Taking command. This one's going to be a familiar one. Squad that completes the first large UFO. We may have this one next episode. Or we'll all die. Or I might just retreat. Not going to lie to you, I might retreat. Just Another Bug Hunt, squad that goes on Newfoundland mission. Okay, abducting back and sink their battleship, which is for progeny and slingshot, will apply to any soldier that goes on 2 out of 3 of the missions for the progeny and slingshot DLC missions. Why 2 out of 3? Because if it was 1 out of 3, then a huge amount of soldiers will get this medal. If it was 3 out of 3, then potentially no one's going to get this medal. but I think 2 out of 3 is kind of a nice middle ground, where a fair few soldiers might get the medal, but not everyone. Not everyone in the squad, I mean. So, all your base, first squad to capture an alien base. Light show, first soldier to fire a laser weapon. Full metal slug, first soldier to fire Gauss gun weapon. Flashing lights main use, first soldier to fire the pulse weapons. And superheated, first soldier to fire the plasma weapons. Then there is few stood against many, obviously squad defends XCOM HQ. XCOPS, again, pretty self-explanatory. Squad completes Exalt HQ. Volunteer work, I don't think we're going to get this far. Become the volunteer, question of fate. Soldier completes the squad completes the temple ship. And the hero Earth needs, soldier destroys the temple ship. That is all the medals I have so far. If anybody else has any ideas on medals that are easy to keep track of, because I did originally have one where if a soldier was shot 10 times in a row and every single shot missed, then they'd get a medal, but that's difficult to keep track of because I already have to keep track of the shots being fired by the soldiers. So yeah, if anybody's got ideas for potential medals that are easy to keep track of, that aren't too arbitrary, although then again I've got arbitrary covered as a whole, yeah, let me know. Maybe offer suggestions for what the new medal might be called, and write in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next mission. Taking command.